Okay, so we're going to use the same template that we used for the round bulbs. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that same little topper that we had made, so we won't have to recreate it again for the other one. What I have is a rectangle and a circle, and I duplicated them. What you're going to do is use the circle and use that as it's centered vertically or centered horizontally. And you're going to leave it towards the bottom, and you're going to slice it and take out that portion. So you'll have a circle at the bottom, you'll have a plain back, and then you will have just that little tag or that hook top. You won't need any of the other stuff. And that little tag portion, you can zoom in and you can actually make it smaller, because it's not going to be as big as when we made it for the bigger gift tags. And then I center that horizontally, and then we are all set. So you can go in and you can remove all the other stuff on the page. You're just going to need those two pieces. Okay, so we have everything cut for this one. We have the little hole, the top of the ornament. We've got the top layer and the back layer. And what I did was I went and used the a rounded corner on all the sides. And you're going to do this on the front piece and the back piece. Do not throw away this part, because this is what we used on the back of these tags. So when you need a to and from, it makes a perfect little circle to add your to and from on. So I always save those pieces. Even if you don't use it for that, it's a perfect circle. So it's good for testing anything on or using for. So what you'll do here is you'll pick your favorite cardstock color. So you could use colored cardstock. You could use, and then here's a few that I have that just have pattern, and this is a great way to use up your scraps. So I have, a ton of these little scraps, and it's a perfect use for it. What you'll do is you'll put that scrap in here. So let me grab a piece of pattern paper here. I have this pattern paper that says Believe on it, and it's got Christmas sentiments and stuff all over it. And this will work perfect. So you can kind of eyeball it and figure out what part you want in your bulb, or you can get something that's more of a pattern, something along the lines of this. So like this one would be great too. This one's got a kind of like a harlequin, but so what you'll do is you can just cut out this using the same part on Cricut, or you can eyeball it and cut it by hand. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of eyeball and cut it by hand. It does not need to be perfect, because it's going to be sandwiched in between your white cardstock layers here. And you're not limited to just white cardstock for this either. You can use whatever color you want. What I did was I used the white, and I actually did some stenciling on it. So this is with some inking and some stenciling, and then I just did the fade on the side. But then you have the entire back, so you could write a note to the person, or you could use it as a to and from. So what you'll do is you will glue these all together. I'm gonna do that right now. And you'll want to let this sit with weight on it, obviously, for to make sure that you get some good closure on here, because this will want to curl. So once you get all that on, you'll sandwich your, and you don't have to worry too much about anything sticking out of the cardstock, because what will happen is once it's all completed, you can run your corner punch again, and it will take care of any loose edges on it. And that's also the nice thing about if you're going to do inking or stamping on it, that will also hide any of the imperfections in the cardstock as well. So you got this all nice and flat. And then, like I said, you can take your corner punch and you can go in and clean up the edges. So you can actually save this part for last if you wanted to, or you can leave them straight. Doesn't matter. But there you go. And then what you'll do is then add your tiny little hanger part. So this simply gets a little bit of glue. And you can use silver, gold, whatever color you want. And you're going to place that and center it right on top. So a good way to use up some scraps, you can even do multiple scraps and do a pattern in it with stripes. Possibilities are endless. Then you just use your hole punch and you make a little hole in the top, and then you can add in your string. So like I have this one here. I set these ones up. I put some string in there. I also put some foil snowflakes on them. You could put, I have ones that are just in the corner. I have ones that fill up the whole thing. These ones, I did them off to the side with the Harlequin. I have some with writing on them. So, I mean, they make quick and easy. You could do 6 of them in a pack and they turn out really simple and easy. So possibilities again are endless on how you want to decorate them, but it gives you a great starting point. So enjoy.